Hey guys, what's going on?
Hello.
Oh, wait. Can't turn your phone while live. Okay, so we'll see how this works. It's been a minute since we've done this. I don't know if it wants to rotate or not.
I can turn my phone silence.
Yeah. All right, so we are back live. They'll let us know if it's crooked. I think it is. I think it's crooked. Maybe. We'll see. We missed you guys.
It looks a little crooked.
No, I mean, I think the video's sitting this way, not like it's doing this. Like, the comments should be going up the side. Right? I don't know. I forgot how to do this. It's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been too long.
I think like you have to turn your phone to watch it. Yeah.
You think so? You gotta watch it straight up and down? But that means we're gonna be sitting sideways when they're sitting straight up and down. You know? Know what I mean? Go on your phone. Yeah, go on your phone left. We'll test this out. We'll get this worked out. First time in this new barn doing this. But we missed you guys. We missed you guys a ton. So we're gonna give some people a chance to log on here.
No, let's see.
Is it right? Perfect. We'll give you guys a chance to log on. We're back. We're social distancing. We're coronavirus prevention techniques here. But we decided we'd go live, right? So there's a lot of people that talked and said that they wanted to see us live again.
For some reason you can't see comments. So you see comments on mine.
There's comments? No, I don't think there's comments yet.
Oh, there is. It says comment on mine.
I don't think so. I don't know. But anyway, so we miss you guys, and we want to go live again, right? So we did the little thing on Instagram. If you guys didn't check that out, remember, follow us on Instagram. Did the little Q&A thing. That was a lot of fun.
She said to ask questions, and then we recorded what to say back.
That was a whole lot of fun. We had a good time with that. So, and a lot of the feedback was, will you guys go live again?
Yeah.
So here we are, right? So what's new? What do we do? What have we been doing for the last 2 years? What have you guys been doing for the last 2 years? I think so.
Since we did our last live.
Since we did the last live video.
We were at Lake Shore, so that was...
Yeah, we were down in Fenville.
17
and 18. Yeah, 17 and 18. It's 2020.
That's a long time.
It's a long time. It's a long time. So we were like, well, we can go live again. We can.
Hi, Bonnie. We miss you.
Bonnie? Oh. Hey. Hopefully things are going well up there. You guys staying safe. We're gonna be doing the in and out again like we used to because we gotta read the comments. We don't have Kel here because she's been. We miss you too, Hope. She's been social distancing at home. Yeah. Our barn's locked down to the public.
So they only let me and Jeremy come here.
And so we just decided to bring you guys in this way.
Special.
That's how we're gonna bring you in. How to get you guys involved. But we got Peanut here. Peanut's 4 years old. You guys remember Peanut? So we've got her. We're gonna do a little bit of work with her today, and we'll be answering some questions. We'll be
riding.
We're gonna do this one. We might go live later today, so we might ride this one, put it up, get another one out, get him back, ride another one. We got a few project horses. We want to show you guys a few problems that you guys run into, a few problems we ran into with this one in particular. Some problems I know you guys have at home too. So, but what else is new? We bred Marley.
Oh yeah, Marley's gonna be pregnant.
Hopefully she's pregnant. Better to Making Me Really Wild. If you guys haven't checked him out.
When does the vet come check her?
Should be a couple weeks. Well, yeah. We want to combine trips, right? So we want to limit exposing our vets and exposing us to the vets, right? So we'll be checking her in a week or two. So, like I said, if you haven't checked out Making Me Really Wild, I'm really excited for him.
I am too.
That horse, I think, is going to be incredible. Super good front leg, really good in his shoulders, really lifty, great jog. If you remember us struggling with Marley's jog before, he should really help her jog out of fun. So.
Should have.
Yep. Big, beautiful. We're hoping for a black baby. I don't know if it's even possible.
No, we're going to get a black baby.
We're
black
really
baby with a big white belly spot.
Yep.
And a white blaze.
Big white blaze. Got big dreams.
You're beautiful too, though.
Macy's got her order put in already.
I do.
So hopefully. Yeah, so what else? We got engaged. We did.
Yes.
We got engaged. We're super excited about that. Very happy. And, it's been an amazing year.
It has.
It's been an amazing year since we last went live. But if you missed the live, so here's the deal. Here's what we're going to do. We decided. We're going to go live until tomorrow. Right? That's how the trend works. It's until tomorrow. So we will be live. This video will be up on Facebook until tomorrow. And then you're going to have to go to Patreon and check it out.
Yes.
So,
no, I was like, cool.
You didn't get the memo.
No, I didn't get the memo.
So we didn't stick to the script.
No.
Company-wide memo here did not go out. They didn't get it. So yeah, so this video will be up until tomorrow. and then we'll take it down and we'll go, it'll be up on our Patreon, and we'll take this video, we'll put them on Patreon, and that's how we're gonna do it. And I don't know how many we're gonna do in a day, or how many we're gonna do in a week, but I mean, you guys are home, we're all stuck, we're gonna go through this together. We're gonna get through this together, everything will be fine. Take some time, hopefully you guys all staying safe out there. We can go from there. But, what else? Oh, we've been missing you too.
Thank you.
Been missing you too. So, all right, well, let's get riding, huh? Macy's gonna be behind the wheel today. If you guys want to talk to Macy, feel free to sound off in the comments. I'm gonna do a little lesson. We'll do a little bit of riding with this one, kind of show you where we're at.
She's been off for a little while too, so we're kind of
this is bringing her back to work. So remember we said horse training takes time. It's not our time frame, it's her time frame. So it's all about the horse, right? So she needed a little bit more time to grow up. If you guys remember, she's a little immature, she's a little bit small, so we let her grow up a little bit. She's actually been off since like October. So this will be, what, second, third week coming back? Yep, so she's been back to work a little bit. We're gonna try to get her back in shape, fix some things, fix some holes that we've got. If you guys didn't see the video on Instagram, she's looking pretty good, so.
We're really excited about her.
Really excited.
She had to grow up a little bit. She was really little.
Very little.
I mean, she still is really little,
But it's amazing, like, don't ever be afraid to leave your horse off. Give him some time, right? She's gonna be a show horse. She's gonna be a show horse for the rest of her life. We want her to be calm. We want her to be enjoying herself, enjoying her job. So it's not about cramming it down her throat. Cram it down her throat, you're gonna ruin her. Doesn't work.
How do I get this thing?
All right, so you're gonna hit the little flip camera right here.
All right, 1 second.
Mallory, awesome.
Go for a little ride.
Go for a little ride.
Whoa.
All right, so fingers crossed. A little cold in here today. We'll see how it goes.
It's freezing in here. I got snow pants on, mittens.
yeah, she's real cold. And Peanut has not been here in the mud yet, so we'll see how this goes. Whoa, she says, no, don't ride me, please. Too cold to work today. All right.
Whoa.
Okay, so where we're at, we're back. This is exciting. I'm glad to be here. It's frisky.
Peanut is excited.
So we are working on this horse, bringing her back to work, getting her back in the swing of things, giving her an opportunity to respond to what we're doing. Okay, so one of the big things I've noticed over the past year, going all over the world, right? Thank you so much to you guys that had us out there for clinics and everything. Going all over is that people rush, right? They rush with their horses. They don't give their horse a chance to respond. Okay, so I don't want to rush this horse. I know we've talked about that a lot in the past, but make sure that your movements are smooth enough that you can see what your horse wants to do. So see when I drew that down, this horse wanted to shove on my hands a little bit. She wanted to push with her jaw. Like I said, she's a work in progress, but we want to make sure that she has a chance to respond, right? So coming across here, pull that head and neck over, ask for her to come to the side. Very good, okay? So same thing when you go to bring your feet in. Go slow and soft enough with your feet, okay? Don't rush with your feet. You got a question?
How big is our indoor?
This indoor, I think, is...
I don't really know, to be honest.
I think it's close to 80 wide, and it's pretty long, but we have the round pen in the back. So,
yeah. So it kind of cuts it in half a little bit.
We're really excited to be able to ride outside. We got outside a little bit the other day. Now it's awesome. First time we've been outside all year. And we should get outside like Friday, Saturday. Problem here is it's so windy, right? So we want to figure out, we're going to have to probably buy a little external mic to put on there with a windscreen so you guys don't get deafened by the wind as we're doing. But yeah, so in my opinion, it's very, very hard to get work done indoors in the first place. If your indoor is not at least 80 wide, you're going to be riding a circle the entire time. You're always turning, right? It's so hard to get your horse broke that way. Okay, so be very cautious about riding in smaller indoors. If you're riding a smaller indoor, use your diagonal, right? Go from one end to the other across the diagonal. It's really the only straight line you're going to get, okay? So a lot of the times I see problems caused simply by riding indoors. So you're going to fall down your shoulder, you're going to tip over around the corners because you're always constantly kind of banking those turns, right? So I'll get her warmed up a little bit. We'll get that little cushiness out there, and we'll see where we're at. So as you can see, this horse is getting really soft, getting really light everywhere. She's still got a couple decisions that she has to make as far as getting soft herself and kind of giving into the program. Like that stuff right there. Okay, so see how I took a hold of those reins? She came up here and floated that. So we want to get that out of it. Okay? So with any horse, we're going to warm her up. We're going to kind of bend and flex her around. And I want to feel what happens here, right? So I'm going to take her head to the left, I'm walking her around here, keeping her up off my left rein. So what I want is I want my horse to be really soft right here in my left hand. Okay? The reason our horse is really soft in her left hand is she's really soft off our left foot, like this. Okay? So when we come across here, we want our horse to be really soft off the inside. Remember, back we talked about how most of the stiffness that we feel in our face is coming from our shoulders back, right? So the vast majority of the stiffness that we feel in our head and neck is coming from our shoulders back. So we've got to keep that in mind. That's something that we kind of let go on this horse. She got a little bracy in her belly. She got a little bracy in her ribs. We've had to fix that, right? We rode our way into a problem. We're going to have to ride our way out. I think every horse you ride teaches you something new. She's been the first horse I've had that gets bracy like that in her middle. So we're trying to improve our program all the time, trying to learn stuff all the time. Okay? So we're listening to our horses, trying to learn from them as much as they learn from us, right? So a horse like this, you can't go after her face. You got to go after her belly. She doesn't really like it, so you probably see her do a little bit of jumping around today, a little bit of leaving sometimes, fling her head, a little popping off her front feet. It's tough for her. It's hard maneuver. We're going to be there to coach her through, there to help her out, okay? So first things first, jog a little circle here. We'll let her look kind of on the ropes to start here. We'll kind of tighten her down as we go. So I'm going to slide down. Make this little triangle move. If you've been watching the videos, little triangle move. I'll lock her in right here. Keep my hands low. Keep them down by my leg, down by my thigh. So I want this neck to stay broke loose right here. So she wants to come up real bad right here. She's got to stay down in her pole. She's got to stay down right after her ears. I don't want her balancing off this piece right here. And that's what she likes to do. Okay, if you've noticed our videos, she likes to pick her head up. She likes to have her head kind of high. We've got to get her to where she can carry herself with her pole down. Okay? So we want her to balance off this. I want her withers to be the highest point of her body. We can't have her being up in her pole. It's not going to work. So still in my same circle right here, jogging my circle, got this head next to my left. Always kind of feeling the texture of my horse. Do I have a soft contact right here? Is she giving that soft contact? I need her to give on my left hand here. Okay? So two things in this maneuver. So this is a circle. I'm just kind of holding, sitting square. If I'm in this shape, my horse should be following this around, right? So if I'm not, so if I go to push my left leg in the middle of her body, I want her to stay soft in her neck and take both ends and move it over. So right there, move that over, okay? A lot of people, when you go to do that, your horse is going to drag one end or the other. You're not going to send both legs evenly, okay? So we're going to come back across. I'm going to wrap, push with my left leg here, push across. Right there. So it's a little side pass out of that circle. Another question. Go ahead.
Don said, what are you doing with your inside leg?
So I'm just pressing it, right? So just kind of coming in here. Just got my inside leg. My calf is enough to hold her up out of the circle, right? So if your horse is not broke loose enough in your middle of your body, then when you're doing that circle and you've got her head cranked way over, she's going to want to turn into the circle, okay? So if I bring her head and neck, and she'll do it this way for sure. If I bring her head and neck over here, and she's not respecting this calf right here, she's going to turn automatically, all right? Remember, one of the core rules that we want is I do not want my inside rein to turn my horse. See how I can pull my inside rein, this horse doesn't move her feet. She's going to move her feet when I add my outside and my outside leg. So outside rein, outside leg turns my horse, right? So that's how we're going to turn her around. We're not going to turn her off our inside rein. I want her to stay really soft off my inside eights, okay? She should never, and I'll jog this so you can see it, she shouldn't ever turn to the right when I bring her head to the right, because that's inviting her shoulders to fall down, okay? So see where I've got this horse staying really square between my feet, right here, and I'm kind of giving her some room on this left side, and ask her to bend over the inside. Go ahead.
So even pressure, not bumping?
Yeah, so really, ideally even pressure, right? So I don't really even have my spur on her right here, just my upper leg, and my hand isn't bumping at all. I'm just holding her over there, because I don't want to have to babysit and bump this horse in order to do this, right? And you're going to see some times where she turns upside down on me, okay? You're going to see some times where she decides not to do this. And that's going to be important. The way we respond to her telling us this is hard is really going to set the tone for what kind of horse she's going to become, right? We know these are hard maneuvers. We know this is a hard stuff to do, so how we react to her is going to really determine what kind of horse she is. Right? If we go through and we rush her by bumping and jabbing and jerking, then she's going to get frustrated and she's going to be kind of scared. I don't want that. So I want, when I provide a new position like this, when I give her a new shape, I want her just to go to the shape, right? I don't have to bump and bang and slam on her to get her to come over there, okay? So if you're working and you're in this circle like this, you're coming along, say you're right here, and you can't get her in this shape because she keeps turning in on you, then you got a side pass like this. Oops, I might be out of frame. You got a side pass, and you got to get her up off that, right? And you're going to see me do a lot of that. So I'm going to come here, side pass out, lateral move over, get her pick her body up and out, and then back into it. So all I did right there was add some left leg and push her out. Now when you go to do that in the beginning, you might have to bump your leg, okay? But the key to it is, if she's going to move, I'm going to hold my spur steady. If she leans into it, I'm going to tap it. I'm going to make it uncomfortable lean on it, okay? So I'm coming here, I'm going to push her out the circle, like so. I'm going to wrap my outside leg, outside rein, pull it up to me, and bring her back into the circle, okay? So this little exercise is giving us a clue as to our horse's softness and her suppleness, right? So I'm right here, I'm going to go outside leg, push her out, wrap my outside leg, come here, inside leg, push her out, there's some resistance, outside leg, push her in. And see, I'm not changing my hands at all, I'm not changing my position, because if I were to do that, that'd be changing the rules on me, right? If you change the rules in the middle of the game, the rules are, you're going to be soft between my hands and my feet. So I'm just going to stay in this position. She's allowed to try different things to figure it out. See, she's going to try loafing, she's going to try putting her head around, right? Remember, this horse is coming back after having 6 months off, so your horses will likely do the same exact thing. They're going to try to loaf out of this, they're going to try to pick their head up, they're going to try to fling it around. And what I want to do here is I want to pay attention to the texture and the rhythm of my horse's footfalls and her sides, okay? If she's staying really soft in her belly, she's staying really relaxed in her jaw, then I'm in good shape, okay? So I'm right here just kind of trading her back and forth between my hands, between my feet. I love this maneuver for getting my horse soft, getting her between my feet, okay? So if you got horses at home that you can't put your feet on, this is a great exercise because she's got to get up on those spurs, okay? So if I were to take both feet and squeeze them here, she should come up in her middle. And that's the second piece of what we're doing here, okay? So there's her little break seat, so I'm working my left foot, push her out, back in, give her a break, push my left foot, push her out, give her a break. What this is going to do, got a question?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Are you just holding your hands or lightly bouncing?
A little bit of both, right? I want to be able to hold my hands steady. I want to be able to hold my shape steady, okay? So imagine a left turn, you're driving your car, left turn looks like this, right? So I want to be able to just take my hands, turn, okay? When I want her to turn, I'm going to pull this hand back to grab a hold of this shoulder and slow it down, all right? I'm never going to go over her neck, ever. Don't ever go across her neck with your hand, okay? Because that's going to mess everything up. You're going to twist her right here. You don't want to twist her right there, okay? So if you do this, you're going to be pulling her head to the right, see? That's what you're going to do, and this is a bad position for a left turn, right? We can all agree this does not look like left turn position. So don't go across her neck, right? So make sure when you ask her to turn left, you just pull this right hand back to you, add your right leg. All you're going to do whenever you want to turn is just pull this back, okay? Because that's going to give us the ability, say we were showing this horse one-handed, to pick our hand up like this and apply our leg, and now her shoulders come up and she comes up and around to us, all right? I don't want to do this because this is going to pull her head to the right, and if I keep pulling, look where her head goes. Now she's lost, right? So if you get across her neck, you're going to run into a lot of problems. That's your line of communications. Don't break the line of communication across her neck like that. So really important, you ride right here, pull this hand to you, keep this hand soft over here, right? Now my horse is pretty soft right here. She's not too heavy while I jog, right? She's going to get real heavy when I start loading. And so are your horses at home, I promise you. If you're having to work really hard, you're having to bump and bang this to keep her over here, you have a problem right here on your foot. You are bumping and banging, not because your head neck isn't staying where you want it, but because your shoulders are falling and she's trying to straighten her body out. All right? That's what you have to keep in mind. So you're trying to keep her like this, bent around that circle. She's trying to straighten her body out. All right? So you're either going to have your hips sliding out to the outside, You're going to have your ribs and shoulders. We have more cats. You're going to have your ribs and shoulders pushing over into your body. You're actually pulling against your ribs and shoulders falling in, not just your neck. Okay? So you have to imagine it's not just this. If you keep her shoulders or ribs up, you could do this all day. But it's falling like this that you're pulling against. You're pulling against her shoulders and her ribs. Okay? So just hold your position steady. Just hold everything as steady as you can. So right here, just slide down this left, pull her over there in this position. Okay? So now this is left hand is really solid, left leg is really solid, inside step is really solid, and I might bump my outside to get her to drop in a little bit. So I come here, bump this outside, a little out, up with this right hand. Okay? The key to it is that I'm giving her something to shape around. Right? So getting her to where she'll shape around one rein. So when I'm doing this stuff, I always have one rein that's really solid. I'm going right here, no arm to drop down. My right rein is really solid, my left hand is bumping. Okay? Same deal here. I pull her head to the left. My left hand is solid, my right rein is bumping. Okay? As long as you have one rein that's solid for her to shape around, you'll be in good shape. Okay? Don't get yourself where your hands are just going 100 miles an hour like this, because your horse is not going to be able to figure that out. Okay? Not just she's really solid on your feet. So always keep one piece solid that she can build around. Okay? So right here, left leg press, right leg hold. Okay? So right here, I'm going to hold this side solid so she can't go too far that way. I'm going to press this leg. Okay? So I'm right here, hold my right leg on so she can't go too far to the right. Press my left leg, and here's where this horse would have to come up in the middle. You see, she thought about it, right? She tried to pop her pole up, so that's a good clue as to whether my horse is going to lift her middle or not, right? And this is going to be your low call, okay? If you can't get this horse to where she stays down on her pole, right here, when you apply both feet, she's going to pop her head as you go low off, you're going to have a bad transition, okay? I want her to lift her middle, right? So I'm right here, wrap my outside, low up. Good. Loop around. Okay? So now I'm looping my horse around this tight little circle. She feels pretty good. Going along. Got my outside rein solid. Got my outside leg on. Looping her around this little circle. Now we're bobbing off her head and neck a little bit more than I'd like. So I want her to stand up in her head and neck a little bit more. Okay? I'm evaluating always how soft is my horse on my left side. Okay? So I'm looping her around. How soft is she on my left rein, left leg? Is she wanting to fall in the inside of the circle? Is she heavy in this left hand right here? I can't have her be heavy in the left hand. Okay? So what I'm going to do, there she got a little bracing, a little push in this left side. I'm just going to break her down. Break her down, hold my position, get her belly up. See, that's where she kind of gets trapped and she gets scared, right? She says, I can't get my belly up, get my middle. I want to fling my head around. By taking your horse's head to the side right here, she doesn't have the ability to lock her front feet and fling her head around. Okay? So I'm going to set her back up in that position. Right here. Sliding down my left hand. Holding this right here. Got her in this shape. Going to wrap my outside leg. Loop up. She is a little lost to that transition. I'm going to let her find herself. Good. Good. Then what I want to do is I want to turn loose and let her practice. So if I've got her in this shape and she's being pretty soft everywhere, then I'm going to set her down on a straightaway and let her practice. Now she's kind of fighting me right here. She's a little bit unsteady everywhere, kind of lost. So I'm going to hold this. Then I'll take her, set her down, look straight ahead. Pretty good. Okay. Come back around, outside rein to my hip, turn the corner, set her down. Come around, outside rein to my hip. Open my left hand, straight, set her down. Come around, outside rein to my hip. Stand her up, set her down. Right. Come around, outside rein to my hip. Set her down. Good. Good. So she's being pretty good right there, right? This is the time when we start setting our horse down and going straight. Okay? So we've worked a long time on our circles, getting this horse really soft everywhere. So now we can set her down and go straight. When I set her down to go straight, my outside rein has got contact. It's keeping her shoulder right here. So I want her leaning on the outside of my aids. Right? I want her leaning on the outside. If she's leaning on the inside, she's going to turn and fall in when I load and I set her down and go straight. Got a friend. Okay? So if she's leaning on the inside and she's wanting to tip over, what's going to happen is when you release this hand and you decide to go straight, she's going to beg you to do this and hold her shoulder up. So remember we talked before about that's a lot like driving your car and you have an alignment issue. Right? I don't want her to have an alignment issue where to go straight, I got to hold the wheel like this. Okay? So I'm turning like this, and then I set her down and I go straight. She's leaning on the outside line. Okay? So if that was a road, she's on the white line of the shoulder. Okay? I want her leaning over there. I don't want her crossed over the midline line. If she's crossed over the midline and falling over, we're going to be in big trouble when we go to show our horse. Because we're constantly going to have to be jacking her over here to say, hey, stand up, don't fall over, stand up, don't fall over, stand up, don't fall over. Okay? We don't want that. Okay? So the other piece that is, when I have my horse between my feet like this, I can ride with my spurs on. And that has been a monster of a challenge with this horse. She did not like us having our feet on, helping her out. Just as I want to do this on my own, I don't want a lot of help. I want to just kind of ride along and not have you babysit me or helping me or anything like that. So I'm going to set her right here, outside wrap, inside bump. So see, hold the outside, tap the inside. And that's where I want her to lope into right there. Okay? So that's how I want her to lope off, is holding the outside, tapping the inside. See this horse is staying really soft on my left hand. A lot of softness on my left hand. I can pull her head this way. She's not going to fall over too bad, right? Standing up on this inside leg, standing up. All of her weight's carried on the outside. That's what I want. Right? That's how I can set her down and go straight. I'm going to pull over here, take a hold. She doesn't like to take the hold, so we need more practice with that. Keeping her between my feet, dropping her neck down. Ask her to stay there. Then set her down, ride my diagonal, see what I got. Is it showable? I think so. Mason, what do you think?
I think she looks good.
I think she looks good. I'm going to come around. I'll give another pass. Right here. Right leg's got contact. Right there's what I want. There's my horse. Okay? So my right leg is riding the whole time on her side. She's not running with my spurs anymore. She's holding her shoulders up on her own. Okay? That's our good way. That's our good way. Right? So we go to the right, we're going to find a little different horse. Right? Every horse, right and left-handed, good at some things, bad at others. Right? So I'm going to go here, slide down my right hand, and I see some push already. Right? And it's all about that slide that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to walk this circle first. Just kind of shuffle my hands here. Get her to drop in. Again, I want her to break right here, drop in her neck right here. I don't want her to lift her pole. Okay? I want her to drop in her neck and stay right here. Right? So I'm going to give her that back. Let's slide down that rein again so I can test it out. Say, okay. When you feel contact on this side of your face, what happens? What do you do? I'm going to ask her a question. What is your response? So right here, I'm going to hold this over here, slide down this rein. See that push right there? That's got to go away. That's got to go away. If I want this horse to be round all the time, she can't throw her nose out there when I apply pressure. Right? So right here, slide, wide, take a hold, wrap her in. Okay, so now I've got her between my feet here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to apply my right leg. Pay attention to when I put this right spur in the middle of your body right here, what moves? Does just your front end move? Does just your back end move? Does your whole rib cage move? Does everything move up and over? What happens? Right? Got to know what happens here when I apply that leg. So right here, I'm going to check. Right spur, lift in the middle of her body. Is that a nice together move? Do I have good 1-2 rhythm across there? That's what I'm paying attention to. Okay? So I'm going to take up my jog from here. Don't need to turn loose of her neck. Now that felt like a forward and down transition. It felt like she leaned through me. So I think we can do better. So I'm going to come back, take up my walk, grab her right here, push her over. Better. So see how I'm going to take that, using my right leg to go into that transition. I'm going to push her body sideways as I go right here, as I do my transition. Okay? So that's going to keep her from falling over and extending her legs and going that way through a transition. By making her go up and over through the transition, she's going to learn how to make these moves out of my feet. Right? Take your body and come up and this way, not that way. Okay? And that's a problem that I see a lot of times. People go to their feet and horse goes that way. Okay? So take her in a smaller circle and using your legs right there. So take her head over. See how you get that push that time? So you get that shove. So you get that hollowing out. Right? So I'll ask again. Slide down. There's my hollowing out. Okay? All that right there that you see when she takes her nose and goes like this, is trying to hollow out. She's trying to leave this back end out behind her. So she's not breaking in half like we talk about, right? She's got to bring those two ends close together. What she's telling me is if you apply pressure to my face, I'm out here, right? Be caught, I'm leaning out here. We can't have that. We got to get her to come back to us all the time, okay? So right here, slide, that was much better. So see the difference there? I didn't get that push. But the only way you're going to find that is if you go slow, right? The way I'm sliding with my hands is really important, okay? So I'm right here, hands in front. I'm going to take this rein, hold it in my left hand. Let go over here. Take your hand, slide it down and out, okay? See how my left hand is still right here? And then I can close my rein and ask for her to stay right there. The slide is really important. That's her chance, her opportunity to tell me, what do you do? She's looking at the cap. There's a little head, right? What do you do when I apply pressure? Do you just give to the pressure? Do you just accept that and be supple right there? Do you just give to it or not, right? So right here, slide, hold. See how smooth that is for her, okay? I want to be able to do that both ways. So I'm going to have my left leg. Now when I have my left leg, she gets a little heavy up front in my hands, right? Again, just feeling everything out. I don't want there to be braziness. I don't want there to be a horse locked down on me. But I'm pretty sure with my rein, if you look, that's only, what, a foot and a half, maybe a foot right there of rein between my hand and her mouth. I'm pretty tight. But
Nancy said, great. Are there videos so I can rewatch them over and over?
Yeah. So we've got all the videos on Patreon, right? So like I said, I don't know if you caught at the beginning, this video is until tomorrow. All right, so we're jumping down the trend. This video is going to be on Facebook live until tomorrow. And we're going to take it down. We're going to put it up on our Patreon site. So www.patreon.com/LSH live is our Patreon site. That's where we put all of our videos. Okay, we started off doing live videos. We moved it to Patreon so that we could produce more content. We could do things that way. Upgrade our video equipment. So you guys have been awesome as far as supporting us on there. But that's where our video is going to be after this. Okay, so on Patreon, check us out. Follow us on Instagram. Give us a share, a like on Facebook. Okay, so sliding down, take a hold, slide this horse out. Now I'm going to apply my right leg and push her out. Right, and that's key. So can I push her body out nice and soft and supple right here? Do I get a nice 1-2, 1-2 moving across there? Or is it front and back end staying flat to the ground? Okay? I want it to be a nice 1-2 up and over move. There. So I'm going to apply that spur a little bit harder. Okay? So I'm going to take my leg. If I just lay it on, real soft and casual, I'm going to get a flat move across here. Okay? This is where most of our horses are. We're going to be flat across the arena. I don't want her to step flat. So I'm going to add the next piece of it, which is a roll of my foot. Okay? Go ahead.
This is Peanut. And then it was echoey. She couldn't hear it. She couldn't hear the web name.
Oh, we'll type it afterwards. Patreon.com, or if one of our friends wants to share it, a link to it.
I wonder if I can
Maybe
comment.
Mason can type it in. That would be great. But
yeah.
Patreon.com.
I'll post it. I'll type it when this video's over. Because if I type, it's going to bump the video.
Yeah. Okay,
but we'll get it to you.
We're right here. A push with my foot. A push with my foot right here. Press. And now I'm going to roll my rattle up into it. Okay? So pressing with my leg, just simply laying my leg on, is enough to get her to push across the arena. And then rolling my foot up should make her come up into it.
She said that she's grown up.
She has grown up.
Kind of. She's grew a little bit.
But she has grown up a little bit.
She's still a peanut. But yeah, she has grown up a lot.
So right here, right leg, lay it on, is a lateral move. And then roll my rattle up is an up and over move. So I'll do that right here. Leg on, lateral, roll, press. See that little bit more movement right there? A little bit more hurried step. She's not running from my foot, she's moving with it, but I'm just putting a sense of urgency in it. Right? Now I'm here, holding her head over. That's a good transition. Her neck stayed right there. She's really soft right here. So I'm going to put her down and see where she goes to a shoulder look. Right? That's what I want.
Thank you, Bonnie.
What's that?
Bonnie shared it for us.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.
So right here, this is asking my horse to give to the side, and then setting down. Should be a showable look right here, or we're close to it. Right, so I'm right here, driving along, that's what I want. So remember, we talked about how the horse is not going to look good at a show if you practice looking good at home. Okay? The example I gave for a lot of you guys when I saw you in clinics was that you don't get a beach body by posing in front of the mirror. Right? This is the workout right here. This is where she needs to get sweaty. This is the hard stuff so you can pose in front of the mirror when you go show. Okay? This is posing right here. Don't do this. You will not get show ready if you're posing like this all the time. Take a hold, ask your horse to be soft and soft like that's a little bit of push, right? So all that tells me is I need to do more. I got to keep doing this until she learns to accept this position, learns to stay down. Again, I still have a little bit of lift right here. She still wants to come up right there in her neck. You see, you do that wide across right here from her wither. See how she still wants to be high right there, especially to the right. She still wants to balance off that head and neck. So I've got to get her belly up more. That's this right here, and then outside leg. Okay, training her between those feet. So I'm right here, outside leg. Right here, inside, outside leg. Right there. Okay, inside leg, outside. I'm going to switch my hands, load bottom out. Good. Good. So load it long, muzzle. Good. Set her down, see what I got. Take a hold, slide, right here. Now I slid down, she came up. Look how she gets a little bit lost this way. So she is heavy on this right hand. Very heavy and bracing, okay? Because she's not soft on her right rib cage. She does not have her weight over here on the left leg like it belongs. Okay? Right here, this is where I need to put in some work. Right here going along. She's got to put in some work right here. Figure her legs out. You see where she's pretty lost. Going this way, not like she is to the left. The left, she knows where she's going. Set her down. See what I got. Good. Good. Back her up. Slide down my rein. Push her over.
They said that the videoing is weird because like our comments are going this way and it's like recorded this way. Like she said, just an FYI, your videoing's weird because it has my phone vertically, the picture is sideways, and if I put my phone horizontally, the picture flips. So basically watching it sideways, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. If you lock the rotation lock on your phone, then you'll be able to rotate it and it won't flip.
You think so?
Should.
Okay. If not...
Turn it sideways so you can see it, and then lock the rotation, and then you'll be able to watch it.
If not, we'll try to fix it next time.
If not, we'll rotate it when it goes on YouTube or Patreon.
And then tips for having a horse that drags or hocks at the jog when you don't have your spurs on.
This right here, right? All of this right here. So, yeah, we want our horse to stay picked up on her own, right? We want her to have that self-carriage. So you've got to go above and beyond it, okay? So that drag and hock stuff, that's what I'm talking about when I say that, like, if you just lay your leg on, your horse moves lateral and it's real nice, then when you go to your spur, you roll it up into her. I want a lot. Get a lot. Okay.
The rotation lock does work.
Oh, perfect. Good deal.
Oh, perfect. Yay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
So that's exactly what I'm talking about. When I come right here, this is a good jog, right? I mean, it's always been a good jogger, always come really easy, really natural for. So what I want is when I go to my feet, I want extra. Right? I want her to pick up to 125%. So come right here, put some wind under my wings a little bit here, kind of make her come up and dance a little bit. So wrap my left leg. Come right here, wrap my right, wrap my left, wrap my right, wrap my left, wrap my right, wrap my left. This is my workout. So she stays up and elevated when I throw her down. See how she goes to a showable position the second I turn loose? That is the key right there to having a show horse. We don't want to chase our show position. I want to turn loose and have her go to a show position. Okay? So in order to stand up in your hocks, you got to make sure you're up on your shoulders, and you got to make sure you're rounding your belly. Okay, so this move right here, it's good stuff for a workout on a jog, because anytime you can go here and work on a 2-track like that, pushing your body around, you're going to help that jog out. You're going to help that pace and that rhythm of those footfalls. Okay, so right here, trade her back and forth, push her over. I got a little loss right there. She wanted to lead, and then I hold my outside, tap my inside, hold my outside leg, and that's where my low pop is going to be, right here. Right? We're going around, move it around. Good. This is lighter on my right hand, much softer in my reins. Right there. Good. Good. I'm going to break her down again. Take his head back to the right. And I don't say whoa or anything like that, or hey. Just wrap her head in, push her over, get some lift right there is my hold. So see where she turned upside down when I applied that spur? So she's going to do this, right? Your horse is at home, we're going to do this. Because she's trying to stay hollow in her belly instead of getting around and drop in with her head and neck. Look on that. Much better. Much better. Come around, left hand to my hip. Set it down. See what I got. Good. Come back. Same thing back to the left. Okay? Right here. Push across. Getting control of your horse's middle is a huge part of having your horse broken, soft, and supple everywhere. Get these ribs really soft right here. Push across. So I'm going to use this whole maneuver, right? So this is left leg push, lateral over, right leg hold, right rein hold, loop up. Now she came up in her neck a little bit for that one, so I'm going to break her down again. Right here, left leg push, right leg hold, drop down, better, better. Put her down, shove. See what I got. Turn the corner, set her down, see what I got. So here we have a horse learning to hold herself up, learning to be a show horse. This stuff is for outside. Okay? She is quite a ways away from just being right here for us all the time. Okay? She's got a ways to go before we're ready to do that. So for the time being, she's got to push right there and take a hold. Can't have that. Break her down, push her over. Gonna get some resistance. So I'm holding my position, holding my shape, targeting that rib cage, targeting that belly to make her get soft in my hands. See where she engages my hands now. Wrap my outside. Loop again. So I'm going to keep my hands contact, connected through my hands, so I can feel if there's push and lean in there. Okay? I'm going to stay right here, loop this horse around between my feet, making sure there's some push right there. Take a hold. Hold your ground. Don't let her train you. Right here, hold your ground. She's going to get a little bit lifty in her front end because she's trying to lock her shoulders and lock her neck against me. So I'm bending her right here at the withers. See how far I have her head and neck. Take that power and control away from her. Wrap my outside, lope off. Don't like that lope off. Break it down, push it around. Try again. Got it. Much better. See her stay down a lot further in her neck right there. Didn't pop her neck up out. So I'm loping around. Right here. Got her between my feet. Now it's practice time. Right? Practice. Straight line. Good. 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 Straight line to the camera so you can see that. I'm going to push my hip across. Right now, new line. Right here. Between my hands and my feet. Good. Good. Little push at the end. Back that off. Good. There's my puff. Okay? So getting this horse to where she stays between my feet is huge. For horses like this, you're going to get horses like this that get really pushy in their face. It won't matter what bit you put in their mouth. You can ride her in an A-frame with a gigantic fork and just smack on her. She's not going to get soft in her face. Right? It just doesn't work that way. You have a problem right here. Okay? Get that belly up and elevated, and all that push will go away. Okay? So use this maneuver at home. Use this to get your horse's body up and elevated. Use it to get their ribs up, because if their belly is up, their neck will be soft. Okay? Their jaw will be soft. Okay?
Nancy said try to fix the echo problem. When we take this off Facebook, when we edit it up, we'll edit the audio so it's a little bit more like not so echoey and loud and stuff.
Yep. So the problem we run into is that Facebook doesn't support Bluetooth microphones.
Yeah.
But we can record the audio off my phone. It's on me right now, collecting my voice right here. And the phone that's doing the recording doesn't have a noise canceling on it.
No. So when we put it on Patreon, it will sound much better. It's just hard. I wish we could do it for this, but
I know.
it's okay.
So, yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. We want to get this horse to where she's really soft everywhere, but like, look, she's sweaty, right? We're steaming. She worked up a sweat, and that was what? I'm going to take a guess, 26 minutes of live.
I don't know. I didn't time it.
I don't know how long we've been live, but if we figure the first 10 minutes or so was talking.
Was talking, yeah.
Yep. So
We'll know when
probably
this ends.
15, 20 minutes of riding, right? Doesn't take much to get your horse sweaty if you're giving him a workout, right? Like we said, this horse has been off for about 6 months. We let her grow up. We've really taken our time. It's been hard, right? Don't give in to peer pressure. A lot of people have been asking, like, oh, where's Peanut? Is she ready to show? Is she ready to show? It's not her, right? But the cool part about that is this horse still got her ears forward. She still loves her job.
Hi, Peanut.
And we just let her come along as she gets ready, okay? Don't compare yourself to other horses. Don't compare yourself to other 2-year-olds because it's all different. Go ahead.
Do you start the, oops, sorry, I can't read. Do we start this exercise at the walk first?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. So coming across, want to do this right there. See, I still got to do some more walking, right? So right when I take a hold, I'm asking her a question. What are you going to do when I touch on your face? And she goes, I'm going to come up here. Right? Can't do that. Simply can't do that. So it tells me I got to put more work in here. I want to be able to walk very comfortably between my feet like this. I want to be able to take my left leg, press it to get a lateral, roll it to get some up. See the difference in those two things? So make sure you have both, okay? Take your rowel, press your shank up into her. That's this. Then roll your shank up into her and get her to come up on your outside leg, okay? So when I roll my rowel, I want her to calmly come up onto my right leg. Don't do this, right? And let her just run out sideways. You want it to come up, okay? So if I come across here and I roll my wrist, she's not going to get round. Remember the 2 examples that I gave of the balloon. Squeeze one side of the balloon, she pushes over, squeeze both sides, she comes up. Right? So when I push her over, because I have her between both feet, push her over, pick it up. So I'll roll my right leg, say, hey, stand up. Now I'm going to tap my left so she can't go anywhere but up in the middle. And now her face got really soft on her. You'll find that too with yours. Go ahead.
Bonnie said, are you asking for that much bend right from the beginning?
As much as you can get, right? So what you're going to run into is as you slide your rein down, your horse is going to start falling over and over and over more. If you can't get your horse very far over before they're like whipping a circle down, you're probably on your leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to kind of chip away. So it might be that I'm walking this circle, and I'll go to the right, I'll go around. So I'm walking this circle, and I'm coming around, and I slide down this rein, and this is as far as I can get her, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk my circle. It might have to be a big circle, wrap my right leg, push it over, and then come back, right? So come across here, wrap my right leg, push it over, and then come back, right? And what you'll find is the more your horse stands up right here, the more supple they'll be right here, okay? But the key to it is take your horse's neck far enough that they have to bend right here. Okay, so remember your goal, your mission is to get them so that they bend their head and neck way around. Okay? And then I'm going to make sure that I have my outside rein involved so that her head and neck is square to you. See that? So outside rein then, keeping this head and neck in square. So I don't want her to bring her nose further and lean this down. Alright? And that has to do with my outside leg. Okay? So if I bring her over, and I'll show you from the front so you can see it. If I have her like this, where she's falling down, right here, twisting her head like that, she's going to be leaning down over here. Okay? So adding my outside leg to bring all this back in is key. Okay?
And then Bonnie said, in the outside rein helps prevent the twist at the pull.
Bingo. Yep, you got it. You got it. It's outside leg, outside rein. Keeping it from twisting like this. Yep, for sure.
And then one more.
Yep.
And then I have to read these legs sideways. So when I do these types of exercises, my horse likes to raise her neck to resist it. Is there anything I can do that would help that?
Keep chipping away, right? So that's what this exercise is doing, right? It's exposing how your horse is trying to balance and lift right here. It does it to this one too, right? You saw how she comes up here sometimes. It's exposing that desire to lift this and brace this against you and balance off this. That's why we have to take her so far to get this piece higher, right? Get this piece broke loose so she's not trying to brace this one. So this is a great example of an exercise to do. If you get a horse that likes to rear on you, right? in order to rear, they have to lock their shoulders and throw their pole up, right? So they can't rear if they're staying free and loose right here and staying down. So I use this exercise all the time when I get horses that want to come up like this and get a little bit high, a little elevated in their neck. Using this pole way over here so that they break loose their withers, and then keeping these shoulders open and moving, right? So you see where when I push right there with my left leg, her hip went first. I need her to move her shoulders and her hips same time. I feel like when I go right here, she's a little lighter in her back end than her front end. She feels heavy in her front legs. She feels bracy and like she's carrying most of her weight back there. She feels really light in her back end. So I know I'm carrying a little too much weight in my front end, okay? So pay attention to which legs move first when you apply your spur, because that's where your weight is, right? That's going to tell you where they're leaning and pulling down. So right there, push up, push over, push up, round my outside, straighten things out, and then load off. Good load off. Very nice. So I gave her a chance to kind of relax and take a breath. Now I can set her down, see where I'm at. Not bad. Not bad. Okay? So, using that exercise, you guys remember this horse when we started, right? We were running around, right? This horse just wanted to go fast for a long time. Okay, but through this exercise, you're getting this body up, creating the lift off my feet. She's starting to get around.
Good girl. Good girl.
So any other comments, questions, concerns? Love to answer. Love to help you guys out. If not, we'll get another horse out.
Yeah, we can get another one out.
Yeah, yeah. So, awesome. That's a good ride for us. That's a good workout for her. And that's probably, like, if I was a rider at home.
Do you want to stay here and chat while I get another one?
Okay. Let's go Charlotte. Charlotte. Yep. Yep. So let me turn this around so I can see the comments.
Oh, thank you. You stop.
All right. So I'll just chill and chat with you guys for a little bit. Hey. So getting this is a great exercise for getting rid of rearing horses, right? Rearing horses are no good. They're scary for everybody involved. And you have to, in order to rear, they got to take their head and lock it away from you, right? And go. So that's why we take them to the side. If I can get her to give her head right here, then she's not going to fling her head at that, right? So, same one. Just that medium twist. Thanks for showing that. I have Batman mare and she would be good for, yeah. So that's Peanut, right? She's a Batman and that's what they do, right? So make sure on those Batman especially, got a cat. Make sure when you go on those Batman especially that you don't let them lock their ribs up against you, right? Don't let them brace their rib cage against you because if they brace their ribs, you got nothing in their neck, right? And that was what we ran into with Peanut is we were trying to go to her neck to get her to get soft to us and roll up. And she just didn't, right? She just wanted to be locked up all the time. Yep, so Batmans, I don't know if it's common to what they are. I mean, the people that I've talked to about Batmans have said that they take a little longer to mature. So, yeah, that's what you're going to run into. Yep, absolutely. So miss these Tuesdays. Yeah, you got homework now. Perfect. That's what I want to see. And I have a cat. She's my best friend. So she bites me. Yeah, I know. So she does. But yeah, so getting that horse soft in their neck. Okay, it's everything you can do to keep that neck soft, keep that supple. Because if you don't, if they get bracy in their neck, you're going to run into big problems, especially when they want to rear, right? They want to pop their neck up at you. So, and that's the same one that I'm going to get out here in just a minute. Macy's going to saddle up for me so I can chat with you guys. But it's the same thing, right? That horse is going to want to lock its neck up at me, and then they want to come up. And that's a bad deal. You don't want to get a horse where they want to rear on you, okay? So keep in mind your hands have got a couple buttons, right? I want to be able to go like this, pull this back to me to control those shoulders. If I can get her shoulders to stand up when I pull to me, then I'm in good shape. Right? And that's something we worked really hard on where that's how I can go around that corner and pull my outside rein and she just stands up and rolls and turns over, right? If I don't have the ability to talk to her shoulders when I pull like this, then when I'm going around and I go to turn, she's gonna fall over, right? Everything's gonna tip and fall over. I don't want things to tip, so make sure when you take a hold, you come here, get that horse's shoulders roll up and then move them with your foot. If you can take your horse, you're loping along like this, you're loping along, and you pull that outside shoulder up and back, make them sit on their back end, you can turn them wherever you want, right? They'll pivot right around. So it's getting here, rock back, turn. Here, rock back, turn. And that's going to help your horsemanship patterns. It's going to help everything that you do if you can get that horse to roll up and then turn. So the problem that we run into is where people want to turn, and they either pull their inside hand They leave this hand out here, and that shoulder just runs away, right? So remember, you have both shoulders in your hands when you're riding. So you can't just be riding along with both shoulders in your hands, let one go, pull the other one, and expect your horse to turn, okay? They're gonna fall over this way, you're not gonna turn. And you can test that and say, well, how big is that circle? How big is your circle, right? Because if your circle is huge, massive, then you don't have a lot of stand up on this outside rein, okay? So when you're teaching this to your young horses, use that kind of as your guide, right? I was working Peanut, loping around right there in probably a 30-foot circle, right? Real small area that I'm working in. Maybe 40, but you see she didn't lose any quality of movement, right? So she stayed driving through, stayed fluid, stayed rhythmic, and then you can set her down and go straight. It's not a big deal, okay? So that's all a measure of how round is your horse, right? How connected to those back end and front ends, okay? So we're really happy with Peanut's progress. It's been quite a while since you guys have seen her, and it's been a workout, right? We've learned a lot from that horse. My first Batman, so learned a lot from her, absolutely. You just have to keep learning. Right? Everything that we do, always trying to refine our program. This is a move that I probably should have done, now looking back, probably a move I would have done on a lot of horses a long time ago if I'd have just thought about it, right? But coming up with solutions, coming up with problems, and just trying to work through them, you know? Like trying to figure out, okay, I got this problem. I'm noticing a problem with this, with most horses that I'm riding, right? I got a couple barns I give lessons at, different horses, and ran into the same problem, same exact problems. And that's what you're gonna find, is you're gonna find you run into the same problems on a lot of horses. So going to that belly has been the solution, right? For 90% of horses that I ride, going to the belly has been absolutely the answer, okay? So we got another horse here.
This is Charlie.
This is Charlie. I think Charlie's like, he's older, he's like 8, I think. We just got him in, so gonna show you kind of where we start, right? So you guys have horses at home that you're working on, that you're not quite sure. Like, obviously you can see Peanut go now. She's had, well, probably total, what do you think, a year of training, year and a half?
A year and a half.
Total. Right? Like total training. Because, I mean, I know she's 4 and we started when she was 2, but we've given her lots of time off in the middle. Okay, so.
She was really little.
She was really little. She's really immature. So we gave her lots of breaks.
Like super, super downhill.
Yeah, very downhill. And we're just going to battle those shoulders falling just because gravity dictates they have to, right? So you can't dump her neck down if she's built like this to begin with, because then you're in trouble. So getting this horse to where she grew up a little bit, and not like time off, like, oh, we gave her a couple weeks. Give her months. Just turn around. Right? Just like 3-4 months that time. And then bring her back in, see what you like. And if you don't like it, if she's still immature, if she's still not sure what to do, we gave her 6 more months. You know? Like we said, you know what? We tried her through the summer a little bit. And that's why you guys see videos of her every now and then. Because we just kind of like, nah, well, she's not ready. We'll just try again in 3 months.
I think the last video I posted was like in 2018 on Instagram.
No, probably October 2019. Probably the last time we rode her. Yeah, we were like, oh, she's getting better. Then we were like, try it for 30 more days. And we were like, nah. And it's, just remember, like, I know it feels like a long time. If you say like, oh, we're gonna give her 3 months off.
October 9, 2019.
Yeah, pretty good guess. So yeah, I know it feels like if you said 6 months, but odds are good you're still gonna own that horse in 6 months.
Probably.
Like, odds are real good you're still gonna own that horse in 6 months. So just give us some time off. Just say, hey, you know what? Take your time, relax, and we'll go from there. Okay. So that was, obviously it's really hard to learn on one, like you can kind of see what you want to get to. Oh, jeez. Macy almost killed us all.
Oh my God.
All right. So obviously it's really easy to see on like Peanut what it's supposed to be. But we tell people all the time, like people ask us, well, how do I get my horse to lope like that? Go fast, right? Get those shoulders up, go fast. So I'm gonna ride this one. We're gonna get ready to go fast a little bit. And we'll kind of see how we start and how we get to where Peanut was, right? So first things first, we ride this horse. We gotta get his shoulders up. We gotta get his weight on his back end. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do as much talking on this one. I'm kidding. I'll probably do some talking.
You'll do as much talking.
But getting this weight back, these shoulders up, we got to get him loping uphill first. Okay, can't have it be results oriented where we're like, oh, he's got to be a show horse. You know, we got to get his neck down. We got to make him look like a show horse real quick. No. Make him lope uphill first. If he's loping uphill, then when you go to your spur, everything works better. Okay, so I'm going to show you that on this one. We'll kind of do some good, some bad, the ugly. I've only had this horse for just a couple weeks. So yeah, just learning him, and we'll see what he does. All right, perfect. See you guys.
I need to turn this around.
All right, so big paint horse. Big old paint horse.
We actually have a lot of paint horses.
A lot of paints.
We have Enzo's the only quarter.
Yeah.
And we have Enzo and Peanut. Oh, Marley, I guess you could say too, but she's double. Yeah, she's double. The other thing I also have is paints.
So same equipment, right? Medium twist snaffle, D-ring medium twist, my favorite piece of gear, okay? Absolutely my favorite piece of gear. So we come here, always head to the side, always check your cinch, make sure that you are reasonably tight. If you notice, I didn't lean into this, right? Make sure you're reasonably tight. I want that saddle to move. The saddle moving is going to tell me a lot about where his weight is and how he's going along, okay? So here, bring across, stand up. Over. All right, so we worked really hard on getting this horse to do the same thing Peanut's doing, as far as he's got to not fold up in his ears, okay? So ultra common problem is you guys get your horses really soft like this. This is bad news, okay? So see where he gave me a ton of chin and then his shoulders, all right? We have to retrain that, 100%. No ifs, ands, buts about it. We got to retrain that. We got to get to where we can back our horse up with our chin out, okay? So if I go to back my horse up and he hides his chin from me, that tells me he's going to bowl his shoulders through my hands. I'm never going to get him to lope uphill, okay? If they dump their chin under like this, they're going to just be loping through your hands. They're going to be shoving everything through your hands. Get him to lope up first. Get this nose back out, okay?
Your mom's watching, Charlie.
Oh.
He's like, yay!
Work that out. So right here, take this horse. He hides his chin from me. That's no good. Can't hide your chin. Okay? So coming across here, we do not want this horse there. I'd rather see him back like this. See the difference with his nose out? I'd much rather see him back like that, because I do not want to get his chin before I get his shoulders. Okay? So I can't have him not give me his shoulders when I ask for him right here. I want this horse to be very light in his shoulders. Okay? So I'm going to do the same thing, warm this horse up. I'm going to take his head to the side, and you'll see limitations, right? So if you notice him versus Peanut, look how he got a little quick in his body, got a little quick in his legs. He's rolling his rib cage on me, rolling my saddle. And this is about as far as I can take him. Right? But notice how he's like trying to jog. My pace is quickened a lot. This is as far as I can go, right? He's trying to tell me, I'm nervous about this, I don't know how to do this, right? So I'm just going to let him come down to a walk, and I'm just kind of holding this shape. If you thought about or noticed the rein length on Peanut versus the rein length on this one, I'm giving him much more room, right? See, this is much more room to his face. I am not taking him nearly as far. The problem with that is, I'm getting a lot of bend right where the black meets the white in his neck, okay? He's bending here instead of here. And this is what you're going to run into a lot of your horses. So if I look down and I look at his main line, I was actually pretty straight right here. And then I took a hard left turn towards his ears. I don't want that. Bending right here is real bad. But that's what happens when you jack on their faces a lot, right? If I just pull on him, look, his neck is pretty straight. But look how far over this is. This is not the same give that Peanut was doing, okay? I want you guys to understand that. That is not the same. His head is over, but he's really straight right here. He's not bending right here. So I got to get him to where he bends right here. That's taking him further and adding some left leg to it, okay? So watch your horses if they're not bending right here in their neck. You'll be able to see this muscle start to pop up. You look at this horse versus Peanut, he's real loose, real wobbly right here, real jiggly right there. He does not have a big muscle right here. We talked about that before. I do not want this horse to be bulgy and muscular right here. Okay, he can't be real bulgy right there. He's got to be bulgy right here. This is where the muscle needs to be. Okay, I tell people all the time that would be like having a gigantic neck and tiny shoulders. All right, if I lift the weights, I'm going to see a big neck tapers down to my ears. Big neck, big shoulders, right here, taper down to your ears. Not the opposite way around, where he's got tons of muscle up there, and he's all like an Arab-looking horse, right? I don't want to make it Arab, right? So I'm right here. You can see where I start this at a walk, right? Real casual, just walking along. Gonna wrap my outside foot, bring it into the circle, kind of tighten things down a little bit. Gonna push my inside leg here, right here, my left leg. Gonna wrap my outside foot, bring things across. Wrap my inside leg, push things out. Wrap my outside leg, push things in. I like him plant. I don't want to pivot, right? if I was to pivot, I'm going to bring my right hand back. Okay, so this is a pivot. Right hand back to me, sit on your back hand and pivot. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. So see where he tried to plant his feet and plant his weight. That's not going to work for me. Okay, so come in here, bring him across. He's trying to trot on his own, and I'm asking for that. So I'm just going to stay. See, I'm not breaking him down. Right? I'm not changing the thing about what I'm doing. If he wants to trot, that's fine. But I'm not asking for it, so he'll probably find his way down to a walk because it's easy. Okay? Don't let yourself be trainable. That's the bottom line. Don't let him train you. And that's what happens when you start reacting to what he does. When I start saying, whoa, walk, whoa, right? I'm reacting to what he's doing. It's not going to work, right? I can't react to what he's doing. He's got to react to what I'm doing. I'm calling the shots, okay? So remember that. I'm giving him a lesson. Don't be trainable, okay? Yourself when you're riding, don't be trainable. Take a hold of your horse. Ask him to give to you. Do not be trainable yourself, okay? So I'm making a shape right here. I've got him in my shape. I'm just kind of working in between my feet. He wants to trot. He wants to fling his head around. He wants to lope. I'm going to stay until he gets soft to me. Okay, so see the difference in his walk now? He's still a little fast-legged, but he's not nearly as nervous. Okay? He can't be nervous. Can't have him getting nervous through stuff. Right here. So come across here, push out, push in, wrap my outside, pivot. Good. Good. Now a little heavy on my hands right there, pivoting. Push, walk out. Inside leg push. I don't want him to trot, so I'm just going to hold and stay. Let him figure it out. When he walks, I soften. Okay? When he walks, I soften. If he goes to trotting, I'm just going to stay in. Okay? Then I hold my right rein, tap my left. What you'll find then is your horse is going to drop into your hands. He's going to drop onto your right rein. Okay? And that's an important concept. So what I want is I'm going to take my horse's head to the inside of my circle. Okay, so say I was going to the right, bring his head to the inside. I'm going to hold him here and walk this circle. When I go straight, I'm going to release this hand and pull my left to me. I want him to drop onto the bit right here. Drop this down. Okay, so that's bringing my left hand to my saddle right here, bringing this hand to me, tapping this one. Remember I said I want to give him something to shape around, right? I want to give him a rein to shape around. So when I'm walking like this, the rein that he's got to shape around is the right hand. I'm tapping my left, I'm doing things over here, please don't bite my foot. So I'm coming around, right? This is the rein to shape around. This is the solid rein. Right there. So you try to lead, and he ran into my hand. Okay? When I go to set him down, my outside rein is going to become my solid rein. So see where I'm tapping my inside right here, holding my left solid. I want a horse that will drop his neck down and stretch his nose to accept the pressure on this side of his face. Right? I want him to stretch his nose down and be right here. Because you've never seen a pleasure horse going around in a show with their nose folded back to their chest. They have to accept your hands. They got to sit on your hands. I want a horse that'll sit in my bit. Okay? So be soft enough with your hands and everything that you can take your hand and tap this, and he'll go towards the bit. You see how much work we have to do on this horse to get there? Look how he hides his chin. Look how this is all bulged up and this is not dropped yet. That's our problem. Okay? You guys are going to run into that a lot with your own horses. That they're going to be bulgy here and super soft in their chin, and they're going to be up right here. Okay? So getting this horse where he can give his neck, I'm asking him to drop right here, take my hands, shuffle him down, working him down. He's got to drop right here. Now you see this muscle engaged, right? So when I bring him back around, I want to bring this down, popped up, back up, right there. The second I started bringing it back to the middle, that pole wanted to shoot up. This spot right here wanted to shoot up, right where this white meets the black. That piece wanted to go straight in the air when you bring it back around. And you're going to find that with all of your horses. The secret to it, just chip away at it, keep working, keep asking your horse to get soft. I'm going to wrap my right leg press, push him across. Good. Come back around. Okay? So this is the new side. Wrap my right leg press across, push him around. Good. Good. Like that little together move. It's much better. Wrap my left. Bring him around. Now I wrap my left. Look what happened. Okay? He came undone. He got quick in his stride. You saw his tail go. So a little different in the acceptance of this horse of the outside leg than Peanut, right? Peanut didn't care about that. When I wrap my outside leg on this horse, look how he tries to turn right away. See how he's turning right away? I'm not really asking for a turn here. I want him to sit on my left leg. He's not sitting on my left leg. He's turning really hard, right? So push out, say, hey, stay out my right leg a little bit more. Respect this right leg a little harder. So I can get my left leg involved and go straight with some amount of pressure on the left side. See how I can't? Look how I'm turning. I should have been walking straight over there, okay? And that's what I was talking about in Peanut, where she's allowing us to have pressure now on this side right here. Have some amount of lean on that side, on that spur, so she can go straight, and I can help her down the rail. They got to be leaning on the outside a little bit, okay? I don't want every ounce of pressure right here to make him turn. That's really hard to show. That means you can't get your feet involved, okay? If any amount of pressure on this outside makes him go this way, you're going to be in trouble. So I want to have some amount of idle over here. Some amount of, okay, just sit on this foot and just stay right here before you start falling down and turn, okay? That's where grabbing my rowel and pressing my rowel up into him, rolling my ankle up into him comes into play, okay? Some amount of pressure he sits on, leans on. And then if I roll my ankle up, then he comes up or goes over off it based on what my hands, what I see, what my eyes are telling him to do, all right? Don't get your horse so light between your feet that you got to ride with your legs out here. It's super hard to show, okay? So this horse we are working on teaching him how to lean on the outside leg. If you get a horse that's over canted, you got to do lots of this to get him to lean on the outside. Otherwise, you cannot ride them with your outside leg on because they're always going places. So I want a certain amount of pressure and sitting on them. Go ahead.
Cammy said she lost the sound.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sound is good.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe you have to turn the volume up a little bit, or come back. Yeah, or come off and then come back on.
Hey, Kim.
We miss you, Kimmy. If you can hear us.
Yeah.
But maybe like X out the video and come back on.
And that horse right there, Cammy's horse, is a great example of the horse that you can't push your foot on, right? So it's like driving a car and you can't touch the gas or it's taken off, right? It's great that that horse has got good, really good cruise control. It's a super talented horse. But we have to teach that horse how to sit on her foot a little bit. So we can kind of just rest our leg on his side like this and then help him if we need to. The more I can rest my leg on his side or rest my calf on his side, the more connected to his legs and his movement I'm going to be. Okay? So getting this horse to where I can ride connected through his body is really important. All right? So coming along, same thing, wrap in here, push him out, wrap my outside leg, go straight. Much better. So see the difference there? My outside leg is on, I can go straight. Okay? So that's what I'm looking for, because that's how I'm going to be able to lope him straight down the rail with my leg on. Okay, so push him over, wrap my outside, neck down, straight. I'm going to back him up, move. Back him up. I want his nose to go out, there, like that. Okay? I like his nose out when I back up. I can go to my left foot, back him again, back him up. See the difference? Now his nose is out. So I know I'm talking to his shoulders now. Okay? He's not hiding his heels somewhere down here and not giving me his shoulders. Okay? So take that, got his shoulders stood up, I'm gonna push his shoulders over. This is where my transition is gonna come from. So right here, push his shoulders over, jog. Jog starts off sideways first. This horse, not a great jogger, not a real strong jogger yet. So you'll see how this will change his jog as we go. Okay? So as he gets better at this, over the weeks of training, you're going to see more rhythm, more cadence, more stand up in his shoulders, more standing up, and more rhythm across his diagonals. That's what I'm paying attention to. So this horse, a lot the same as Peanut, very light in his back end, pretty dull up here. I don't get a good together across movement when I go to push him around. Right? So you can see that. I'll come right here. See my back end spin out? See how my shoulders are not going? Look how my circle has got all messed up. Right? All of his weight's right here. Super light in his back end. Okay? Kind of like driving a car on ice. Right? I feel like I'm just skating around the arena. I'm just sliding around. So I need, see I'm going to pick his neck up, pick these shoulders up, get everything to travel together. Shoulders up, neck up, travel across together. Okay? I don't want him to just spin his back end around and lose himself going around. So right here, pick it up, push it over, and see, I'm pulling his nose out. Right? I'm pulling his nose out of this. If you take your horse and you lift your hands like this, you can pull his nose up. Now I have his shoulders in my hands. And that's the key to it. Okay? You will not have an easy time getting his shoulders up if you've got his chin in. You're worried about those two things at the same time. Okay? Get your shoulders right before you get your chin. You'll have a much easier time riding your horse. Okay? Don't worry about that chin. Worry about your feet and control out of your legs. Okay? A lot of people worry about their chin because they can feel it. Right? It's what they have in their hands. I don't want his chin in my hands. I want his shoulders in my hands. If I want his chin, I just shuffle my reins. That's easy. That's super easy to get. Look. That's super easy to get. I want his shoulders to be up all the time. Off my feet. Right? That's much harder. Get those shoulders up on your spurs. Right? Get that body up, that rib cage up on your feet. Come do the same thing. Push him out. See, I get this stuff right here. I'm just going to stay right here. Got my foot on. He's going to be leaving. He's going to be trying different things. Right? Still staying. I want it to load. There, he wasn't ready. I'll put him down. Come back. Push across. Right leg wrap. Make corner. Left leg wrap. Push him over. Then load off. Okay? I'm going to let him have his chin up. I'm going to let him have his neck up. Because I want his shoulders up. Okay? See, I'm holding his nose out. Holding his chin out. Okay? Because all I want is rhythm out of his shoulders. I'll set him down, then look around. Come around. Back up. I want to be able to go to my feet and have him drive up into the air with his shoulders this way. Okay? You don't want to go to your foot and have him drive this way down into the ground. So you can look at this horse and see how I have this line up. Got everything up. Okay? I want his chest and his shoulders to be up. So that I can send his legs through underneath. Okay? So this is where slow comes from, guys. This is where slow comes from. So when I pull on him, I'm pulling on his chest, pulling on his shoulders. Okay? So it's a certain amount of pressure you want that you pull and you talk to his shoulders. Then I'll let his neck down. I'm going to hold here, leg on. Good. Set him down. You'll see him relax out into it. Right there. Okay? So don't try to chop your necks down and make your horse look like a show horse and worry about this first. Get your chest up. Right? Look at the difference if I drop his neck down. Okay? I'm scrambling now. Do you see the difference? Do you see how my legs have sped up? This is trying to pose. Okay? This is posing in front of the mirror. I'm falling down now in my chest. I'm falling down on my shoulders. I'm losing rhythm. My back end squirting out behind me. Right? Watch the difference when I get this neck and nose out. Right here. Right here. Stand this up. Keep everything up. Keep everything driving up. Right there. Now push this horse up into the air. Right here. See the rhythm change? See his legs slow down? His weight's on his back end. That's what I want. Okay? Get their weight here first. Then work on dropping your neck down. If they're not working off their back end and standing up in their chest, you're not going to get the rest. Okay? You can't dump this down if you don't have these up. Okay? Focus on that first. The other piece that is, when I have his neck up like that in my hands, I can really press my foot pretty hard. Okay? So I can start putting some foot buttons on his side. He can't go forward because I got his shoulders up. Alright? That means I can start doing some lateral moves around the arena and get him to where he's working his body right here. Okay? So I'll kind of load with you guys and I'll show you that. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to do a load off. So that's going to start from a transition, right? Here's my transition. It's going to start like this. Next inside. body up, grab my outside, look up. Not pretty, not pretty yet. So I'm gonna come around, I'll come straight to the camera so you can see that. I'm here, neck up, right foot, press across. Okay? We'll go away from the camera so you can see it. Neck up, press across, right foot, right there. Hard to do. He doesn't like it. Lay those legs out there. Because now, if he pulls the inside like this, see this move? Falling down on the inside, banking this turn. I have a tool to fix that right here. I can stand that back up. Right? So I can say, hey, get off my left side, pick this left shoulder up, get your weight on the right leg, let it back off. But again, don't fall over. Okay? So pay attention to where is my horse.
Come here, baby. Come here.
Pay attention to where is my horse between my feet and my hands. If he's really square, look, his neck will come down. He'll maintain his rhythm. He'll maintain his load. Okay? So right here, keep on the outside. Keep on his outside legs. Right? Open them out. Right? The biggest piece about that, right, is that we've got time. Right? You guys have time. Now, at least for us, shows are canceled. Right? You guys have time right now to take that load and just rebuild it. Just retrain it. Right? The vast majority of horses are not trained this way. Right? They're trained to dump their neck down and try to look like a show horse, and that's why we're running along on our front ends. We're not using our back end. We don't have our weight shifted back. We're just plowing along like this, rolling down. Okay? You guys have time right now. Get that horse's front end up, get his chest up, let him hold himself there, then drop his neck down. Okay? Roll these shoulders up and back, get everything clean right here in his chest, then drop his neck. All right? The problem we ran into is that we did not get this chest up. We asked our neck to drop, and everything just kind of came with it. Right? Everything just kind of fell over with it. There's time, there's always time to get your horse right. But it takes time. Right? It takes time to get this right. So I'm not on a time crunch with this horse. I have the luxury of having clients that understand, they trust me, and I can take my time on this horse. Right? The problems that we see are mostly made because people get in a hurry. Right? They either don't know or they get in a hurry. Right? A lot of the high-end programs will tell you it just takes time. You got to let the horse figure it out. So let him figure out, how do I get my weight back here? And how do I operate from back here first? Then drop your neck down. I'm going to let him figure that out. I got some untraining to do in the process. Right? I got some holes I got to fix in the process. But see, I'm not trying to go slow. Right? I'm not trying to go slow at all. I'm noticing that his legs are slowing down when I get him up and back. I know that's going to happen. Right? I know a lot of people at home watching this, they're not going to trust that that's going to happen. Right? You're going to think you get that head and neck up, your horse is going to run away. It's not going to be the case as long as you're on a circle. Right? He can't run anywhere. Right? If he starts tipping over and falling down, I'm just going to wrap him right here. I'm going to push him out of this circle. I'm going to say, keep your weight on your right legs, which is where it belongs anyway. Stay right here between my feet and my hands. I'll take this neck a little further. He's going pretty fast, so I'm going to stay. This is nervous, right? Trotting across here, this is nervous. He's trying to rush his way through, react his way through, instead of think himself out of problems. I'm going to teach this horse to think his way out of problems first. So I'm keeping this all right here until he brings to a nice calm walk. There. Then I turn loose. Right? That little process right there goes beyond worrying about the leggedness of your horse, right? Is it good legged or not? That's worried about the trainability. I do not want my horse to react his way out of problems and run through things. I want him to think his way through problems, right? Think your way through, come along, then look again. As long as he's thinking, his legs will slow down and he's getting relaxed. I want him to be relaxed going around. So right here, I like this rhythm. I like how he's standing up in his front end. He's holding himself up. I'm really happy with that. I'm not asking for much yet. Right? I'm not asking for much movement. I'm not asking for any hip on the inside or anything like that. But I'm getting better position now because he's got his chest up. Right? I can't slide down his left hand and bring him over like a little peanut. Look what happens. So you guys are wondering how far can you take this? Right? Look what happens if he's really crazy right here. My lobe is completely come apart. I have come undone. Right? And no amount of spurring and whipping is going to solve his hip shooting out, sliding out to the back end, his shoulders fall down the inside. Right? So break it down, push it over, get it soft right here. Break it down. Just hold this, break it down. Good. Now, pass again. Good. Pass again. Good. Across, right leg, right rein. Come back to my circle. Push across. Good. Back around. No, not open yet. Hold. Good. Out. Okay, hold again. Holding this position until he finds his legs. See this scramble? All that's telling me is I am off balance. Right? If he's just scramble like that, I am off balance. Right? That's all. So now you see some rhythm start to come back into his legs. He's thinking about what he should be doing here. I'm just staying soft up here. He told me that was really hard. I know it's hard. Come back around, wrap my outside, look up again. Now he can't load and fall back down to the left right away. If you were to load and fall back down to the left right away, I'm just going to break it down again. Right? I'm going to take it, break it down, come back around. Right? So I'm a little bit long here, like this load. I'm not holding him back at all. He's holding himself back. That's what I want to see. I have my legs close to his sides, but they're not asking for much yet. He's not ready for that. Okay? I got to take my time and get it right here first. And then where I can run my calves squeezing. Then I'm going to break it down. Right here. Pull that head in. Wrap my legs. I hold myself on. He's scrambling, 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 scrambling around. Hold him to that shape. Hold him to that position. Let him find himself. There. Right? This is where the work comes in. This is where I'm giving him the workouts, right here in this trot, not at the load. The load is fairly easy. I want the load to be fun for me. I want to work at my trot here. There's my hold, comes up done. Staying here until he finds his rhythm, until he softens his ribs, finds himself. You hear him grunting and groaning, it's hard. Keep everything right here. Push him out. There. The legs soften up. I put him down. Okay, see how long I have to stay though? You have to stay and work through those problems. Don't take so much that your horse can't do it. Right? And that's kind of a feel thing for you, is finding the limits of your horse. Right? Figure out how far can I push him, what are his limits, before he just comes and done and can't do it. Right? I want to ride that line as much as possible. Okay? I want to teach you can do it. There, see, you can do it. Look how much better that jog is already. From even just where I started. Got more rhythm, better cadence, still a long way to go, but much better rhythm. And so here's neck is now. He's down in my hands, nice and soft. I never had to beat up his face to get his neck down. Right? Didn't have to attack him with my reins to get his neck down. He just kind of dropped in. That's what I want. He found himself down under it. Right? He found his way right here. That's what I want. I'm not going to force him into this show position. He's going to find it on his own. Okay? So right here, push across. See, he's getting softer about this. Much better about it. Wrap my outside. Look up. Now I got a lot there. I'm going to break that down. That's not what I'm looking for. Break that down. Push across. Put it on my right foot. On my right foot. Look off again. Better. Not great. Better. Look, but really square though. Come around. Again, feeling for how heavy is he in my left hand. If I'm going to shut it down. Okay? If he's super heavy, I'm just going to shut it down. Good. Back up, nose out, shoulders to me. Nose out, shoulders to me. Good boy. Good. Come back. We'll do the same thing the other way. Okay? So I'm pretty happy with that left lead right there. That was improvement. I'll come around. Do the same thing back to right. Now, I've got my right leg on. Do you see how his back end's pivoting around his front end? He's telling me all my weight is right up here. Okay? You see him pivoting around his right front leg. That? He's trying to stay right here in his front end and move his back end around. So he's telling me to the right, most of my weight's going to be on my front end. Right? You guys can imagine that. Remember, they move the lightest part of their body. Okay? So this is like if you're standing on one foot, it is much easier to move the leg you have in the air than the one you stand on. So he's telling me this is in the air, and this is where my weight is. Not what I want. Right? It doesn't work that way. Now, when you're trying to train in pleasure horse, he's got to have his weight on his back end. So I want his front end to feel lighter than his back end. He's got to feel lighter in his front end than in his hips. Okay? And this horse is one that, I mean, look at him stumble and trip all over himself, right? He's just really heavy up front, there, and really light behind. Okay? So, getting this horse where he'll cross over, he'll pivot, and stay even there, that's better, front to back. Not moving my foot around. Don't move my foot around, right? Because if I move my foot, I'm reacting to what he's doing, right? Go ahead.
You will be able to see the first ride again. Once we end this, you'll be able to rewatch it. Yep. So you'll be able to see Peanut go.
Yep. Okay, so right here, right foot on. That's a more together move. Spur is still in the middle of his body though, right? I'm not going to change where my foot is in order for him to go around correctly, okay? Spur in the middle has got to even talk to both ends of my horse, right? I can put my spur further back and get his back end just fly around there, right? But I'm not looking for that. And I got to let a head plane. Why do I have head plane? He's trying to straighten out, right? He's trying to put all his weight up front. I don't want that, right? I don't want that. So right here, back into it, sit on my left side, stay on my left, turn in. So that's where I might tap my right foot to say, hey, stand up and come around. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'll come towards you guys. So I'm right here, bending over, bending, 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 push him over. Now I'm going to catch, make a new line to you guys. See where I want to tap my right foot to go straight? It's ugly, right? It's ugly, but it's a start, okay? So I want to get him to where I can ride with some amount of pressure on the outside, on my left leg, and he stays up off my right side. See how much better this is? Much more together, much more fluid. He's not quite as heavy on his front end. Still pretty heavy, right? Still pretty heavy. So right here, but see, like, I'm doing a lot of walking, right? Doing a lot of training at the walk. Very little training at the actual lope. Right? The lope is mostly practice to see how I'm doing. Right? Mostly practice to decide what maneuver do I need to do more of. Right? Mostly just seeing where I'm at. Not much actual training at the lope yet. Not until he learns to hold his shoulders up. Right? If you got a horse that's pulling down the inside, you're going to have a heck of a time trying to get their hip in the middle. It's not going to work. Right? You got to hold this up to get this in. Okay? You can't get their hip in and have their shoulders falling over because everything just falls with it. Right? That would be like if I'm looking down the rail, say I was showing my horse. Woo,
Oh gosh.
right? Where my foot and the horse is still That's not moving anything that I want over. Right? That's just falling. Right? You gotta have a horse that'll stand up right here so that you can push your hip over. That's gonna look like this going down the ring. Right? He's gonna hold everything straight and keep his hip over. Bend in the middle. Right? He's gotta give his hips up to the inside. But hold your shoulders up. Walk your shoulders straight. Okay?
What is going on back there?
Push the bolts outside.
Oh, okay.
So take it here, push him around, Gonna take a jog this way. Transition comes from here to the outside. Pick your body up, move it over. Right? Pick your bodies, pick your shoulders up, move them around. Don't just jog off straight into the sunset. You don't want to train your horse. Right? Come here, push them over. There. Here, push them over. Right here, push them over. Good. Now he's sitting pretty soft in my hands here. Wrap the outside. Loop up. Good. Loop it long. There, he's getting over his shoulders. Right? And I felt him get really heavy on my right foot. So I'm going to break him down. See him turn in. This is Bonnie. You were asking me how tight he can go. If he's just spinning in a circle with his hips laying around the outside, then you are too tight for the level of where your horse is at. Right? Take as much as you can. Right? Don't take too much so he can't do the circle anymore, because you're going to tear his confidence up. This is hard enough telling him that you're doing it wrong. Right? You're here. Transition comes from here. Better. Now he's going to try to fall over right away on the right, because this horse wants me to hold him up. Right? This horse wants me to loop him around like this to stand his shoulders up. See how much happier he is right here? He's way more content if I'm holding my hands off the outside. But I don't want that. Right? I want to keep the wheel straight. Have everything stay up and straight right here. Okay? Have everything stay up and straight right here. I don't want to go across his neck to have him stand up. So break it down. You can see him fall in. Stay off my right leg. Right there. Out. Pass again. Right here. Stay off this inside. Out. Stay off this inside. Look again. Good. I want him to be balanced, loop around first. It's hard to ride out here, guys. Hard to ride out here with your hands. People want to ride with their hands tucked back, holding this horse back all the time. Right? I don't want to hold this horse back. Okay? I don't want to hold him back. I want him to stand up. So I pull my left hand to me, I'll test it. Stand up, stand him back in. Better. Pull my left hand to me, stand him up. Good. Left hand to me, stand him up. Good. But I'll come to you guys. You can see how far he's leaning over. Running circles. Look how hard we're leaning down. Right? We come around those corners, we come around those circles, and we're loping like this. Right? We got to pull this shoulder back so that this one can go up here. So if you watch the videos, we got another paint horse that we've been working on for, I think he's been training for 3 or 4 months.
Yep.
His front end is completely different. Totally changed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He used to go like this with a bunch of knee, he's pulling over, and now he's learning if I keep this leg back, I can sling this one out here and point that toe like we're looking for. Right? You can get that front end that does this. My horse is literally doing this. He's overstepping the front, he's chopping this right here that's inside. He can't lope around like that, he's not balanced. Right? This move right here has been instrumental to helping our horses get balanced, getting them to lean on the outside. Okay? We're going to do all the other moves still with this horse. We're going to do all the other moves still with Peanut, all the other moves still with Dubs, but this is a big problem that we found in our horses, right? Might find in some of yours, right? So that being said, I'll take some questions if you guys have any, right? And if not, we'll wrap this up, and we'll probably be live again in the next couple of days.
Yeah, well, I'd love to do Dubs soon, and then maybe Enzo with fine lead changes if you guys want to see some of that.
Yep.
That'd be fun. Or showmanship. That's what we should do.
Showmanship, teaching Enzo.
Because we're teaching Enzo showmanship right now, so we should do that.
That'd be really fun.
That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, Peanut kind of learned it a little bit too.
Yep, that'd be really good. So lots of content I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys some tips about our feet and stuff. We got a lot of ideas about that.
Yep.
I cover how to go to our foot, different ways to go to our spurs, and go from there. Okay?
Yeah.
So awesome. Thanks so much for tuning in today,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you guys. We did.
We missed you so much.
This is fun.
This is really fun. We're all quarantined, so we might as well have a good time with it, right?
You're so welcome.
If you guys like this stuff, please share this video. Spread the word, right? We're going back live. We'd love to see you guys. Love to get your comments, your questions. Hopefully we can help out as many as we can.
And
You're welcome.
share this video, share it on Instagram, share it on Facebook, send it to your friends. It's free for now, right? This is until tomorrow. And we're going to put it live on our Patreon page. Okay?
Yep.
So if you haven't checked it out, patreon.com, LSH Live. I think Bonnie sent the link.
Yeah, if
earlier.
you scroll up in the comments, there should be like a link in there. We should learn how to pin a website in this thing. We'll figure that out for you guys.
And we'll get the twisted fixed.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Pass.
We gotta figure things out.
We gotta get started back up on this, right? New phone. So awesome. Thanks so much, guys. We missed you. I'm Jeremy LaRose.
I'm Macy behind the camera.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
See you.